Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? This is Cypher, and I make music and listen to it and do videos on it so you don't have to. And we are live here for Cardi B's new single, Outside, that's about to debut here in a little under a minute and a half. So I appreciate y'all sliding through, coming through. For those live, um, I will have a recorded version of this. So, you know what I'm saying? You can just skip right to the song. That's also on the page. And for those who are watching the recorded version, you won't see this part because I'm only going to record it, the actual song when it drops. So, yeah. What's going on, RB to CP? How you doing, man? I appreciate you sliding through, even though you don't listen to no Cardi B. I appreciate you regardless, bro. What's going on? How you doing on this late night? Lil Wayne's bonus album is already out, but he kind of ruined it with me with the other songs. Ain't really, and I already heard the bonus single, so ain't really gonna do nothing for me. I'm gonna have to get rid of a bunch of these tabs. See, of course, I'm good. By the way, good. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you good. Appreciate you. About to get into this, man. I'm just following up these logistics here. Um, Song's not out quite yet, but it's about to be. There's a lot of fuss over this outside song, so I assume it's gonna be a big deal. Oh, it's out. Hey, we here first. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Let me go ahead and attach us to it while we here. If you in the lucky seven, hit that like button for me. Show me your support, please and thank you. And we about to hear it first for everybody else do. You hear me? Let's get it popping. Go ahead and connect us real quick. Rob, so hopefully I don't do you a disservice, but don't count me staying on topic when it comes to Cardi B. It's cool. It's just one song, so it's all good. All right, y'all. We about to get into it. If you here and you the part of the seven, I appreciate you. Uh, if not, then you're gonna be seeing this thing late. But we about to be the first ones to get it, so we about to get it. Hope you ready. I give y'all like 30 more seconds. All right. So now that I got everybody in it that's gonna be in it, y'all part of the great eight. So I appreciate y'all. We about to get to it for everybody else do. Y'all ready? Uh I'll answer all questions after this. We about to get started. Let me do my intro to this recorded video real quick, and then I'll be ready. What's good, y'all? This is Cypher. I make music so you don't have to. We are live here for Cardi B's Outside Song. If you're live with me now, you ready for me to stop talking and start. But if you just seen this recorded video, then you're right here at the meat and potatoes of the situation. So we about to get things popping. You hear me? I appreciate y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Let's go. We got 14 in. Good looking. Let's go. Cardi B outside.
Yeah, yeah, outside niggas love a outside bitch, but be mad when they get some outside. Yeah, 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 When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Good for nothing, low down dirty dogs, I'm convinced. Next time you see your mama, tell her how she raised a bitch.
Oh.
Pop outside, cause it's hot out. You was playing games, hey, you on timeout. Where them fine niggas? I'm trying to find niggas out. I've been cuffed up too long, let me remind niggas. Well, let's go wrong for wrong, let's go leg for leg. If I can handle that, let me see you handle this. Do you how you do me? Bet you we won't speak again. Favorite player from your favorite team, he in my DM. I'm so small and tiny, he's so big and tall. Might let him dunk this pussy like he dunked the ball. I'm a big freak, come and get a sneak peek. Back it up like beat, till that thing go leak. Chloe called you king, it's cute, don't get me wrong. I like him so baby, let me meet LeBron. I love Savannah, let me see what she be on. But it's plenty niggas, baby, I could keep it going. Look, Royal Rumble, this a jungle line and some cheetahs. It's clearly you don't give a fuck, so I don't give one neither. I like my niggas black and country, that's just what it is. I can tell that he excited, cause he go from small to big. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Low down dirty, good for nothing dogs, I'm convinced. Can't wait to see your mama, tell her how she raised a bitch. Going out on the pop out, cause it's hot out. You was playing games, hey, you on timeout. Where them fine niggas? I'm trying to find niggas out. I've been cuffed up too long, let me remind niggas. Ooh, I think he's sexy. Ooh, he look good as fuck. Ain't that your home girlfriend? Tell her to hook me up. Shit, ain't you having fun? Let's have fun together. Baby, I'm with the shit, you know I'm with whatever. Look, I know I'm cute and funny. I know somebody want me. I might go sell a bit. I know I make some money. Outside niggas love a outside bitch, but be sick when the girls get some outside. I mean, bathing suit, body suit, tryna let this body loose. This tequila 90 proof, chasing with my pussy juice. Heard them pictures that them niggas let me in that locker room. And some ladies out in Vegas, Asia, we was popping boo. Booty cheeks, got a shake, flirting niggas, got some pay. Let me know the time and place. I'm just trying to ride his face. PJ, KK, take me somewhere tropical. Spot day, find masseuse, Uber driver, kinda cute. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Good for nothing, low down dirty dogs, I'm convinced. Next time you see your mama, tell her how she raised the bitch. I'm going out on the pop out, cause it's hot out. You was playing games, hey, you on timeout. Where them fine niggas? I'm tryna find niggas out. I've been cuffed up too long, let me remind niggas. I ain't see your call, I ain't hear a ring. I'm in the studio, call you when I leave. Who I'm with? I know you fucking lying. Where I'm about to go, I'm about to go out. Side, I'm about to take it out.
Hey.
Side, this pussy going out.
Hey.
Side, so now we going out. Side.
All right. Well, that's it for the Cardi B song Outside. What y'all think about that? To be honest with you, I thought it was pretty cool. It started off to me kind of like but then it definitely got way better. Definitely. Rob's not a fan. LeBunny says I don't like it, and I'm such a Cardi B song. Rob's still not a fan. And Adrian Teach says it's good and needs a video. So clearly, this song has polarizing effects on it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't. Zabiso says boring. Yeah. So my general synopsis of it, basically in layman's terms, I know I kind of wasn't as clear. I was trying to get into it, and it started off pretty lackluster, but I think she started getting to it a little more later. But it definitely sounds like it's strictly just a revenge song. It didn't sound like it should be a single to nothing. It didn't sound like it'd be nothing that'd be more like an anthem. Like some of these songs would be like an anthem for something, but that didn't really feel like an anthem to me. It just felt like something that was in at the moment, like a shock and all thing. Like we know you're talking about Offset, we get it, uh, and we know that you plan on doing all these things according to you. But we already know how these things go. A lot of people break up. A lot of people have all these horrible things happen. Even if it's marriage and there's a divorce, you can't just sit there and be like, "Oh yeah, it's over. It's scorched earth." It don't really feel like that. It's always fun and games until people get back together. Then you got to act like you didn't put out a song against somebody or you didn't air out this person's dirty laundry and all that, So I can't really take it as that, but I will say that it is not bad. I think the bass could have been turned up. The beat itself could have been turned up and could have been a little more going. Should have had a little more going for itself than that. Sweet Velvet, how you doing, Sweet Velvet? Says I feel like it was a teaser for the album. Could be. If it is, then I think we definitely need a follow up single that has nothing to do with this situation to really solidify it as being a strong single. Because right now, if that's really all we're going for or can go with, then I think that we might be in trouble because it just wasn't doing as much as I thought it would. I thought it was going to be like that song as much as it was hyped up. So that's a little disappointing, but there's not really much else to add to it. I mean, it is what it is at this point. Um, so yeah. Who else has anything to say? Uh, MBTV Berkeley was going on. Says she been missed her mark for real, for real. Yeah. So I think most of the criticism is negative from this. Um, I just don't. I agree, and I just feel like we get it. It's a shot at Offset. I get it. But that's as much as it can be and as far as it'll go. So for right now, I'm going to stick with the chat, talk with them for a minute, see what their thoughts are on the song. For those watching the recorded version, I appreciate you sliding through. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. And please keep watching for more videos. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace. All right. Live audience. What's going on, man? We still here. Um, so I'm pretty certain that one thing I will say is I was hoping we would get somebody to drop. Now this is just outside of what I'm talking about with Cardi B. The Cardi B song was cool, and I definitely wanted to give it a shot. We did, right? But I was expecting somebody to drop, maybe like Young Thug, with UI Scooty, or maybe Gunna with the last one. Somebody, but we only have one more Friday left in June, and we're supposed to get these two albums here, and we ain't got them yet. So that's a bit concerning. Also, Russ is supposed to drop next week. Now I didn't want nobody to drop when Russ dropped. I wanted Russ to just drop his own stuff when it came, but it looks like we're getting like a plethora of music. No Young Thug teased that he'd be dropping his on June 37th, which I think was just a play on words for saying June 27th. So if that's the case, I think we're going to get a lot of drops next week. I'd rather us just stick to one artist a week unless we're going to have a real battle. If we got Young Thug versus Gunna for the album drops, I think that'd be cold. I think that would be cold. But, I digress. We'll just have to see. Sweet Velvet says, yeah, huh, or YH, what that mean? But you can see that she is getting her groove back. Yeah, and she's trying, and like I said, the song's not bad. It's just for what it was hyped up to be, definitely could have been better and was not anything like insane. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I think we could have got more, but I mean that's just me. MBTV Berkeley says Nikki just made a post and said she's not dropping until next year. Oh, what? Why Nikki waiting? Why Nikki gotta make us wait? I was just starting to try to get back into Nicki Minaj after that what's the name she had? That feature she had on Lil Wayne's band from NO New Orleans remix. Um I was actually trying to get back into her after that. So why are we getting a delayed Nicki Minaj drop? We need as many drops as we can get. We are halfway through the year and everybody is playing. And I'm tired of people playing. We need to get this music going and get it popping for real. That's all I'm saying. Um, yeah, but we ain't really got no drops like that. I was hoping we get something else. I definitely wanted to do this song, but I was hoping we would get like some type of drops. And unless y'all know somebody that's dropping something or just dropped something, I don't I don't really know something that's worth it. Like I know Roddy Rich dropped Underdog, but Roddy Rich, I don't know what's going on with him, but it ain't really the same as far as his effect, as far as like as it being a big deal for him to drop. But I ain't really getting nothing from him like that. And you know, I like for us to chat and talk and all that, but I don't want to hold y'all up if ain't nobody really got nothing going. Sweet Velvet said you can hear that old flow, but she needs to embrace it again. Yep. It sounded more like she was starting to get into it, and then she kind of, I don't know, like she was getting into it, and then it became more comical. Maybe like a play song, like na 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 na, you know, kind of like a shot. But yeah, I would like to hear that old Cardi flow. Um, Enough was a good way for her to get back into it. That song Enough she had. Um, but that's pretty much it. MBTV said, "Cause she finna let Cardi flop, then she gonna pop out." That's been happening a lot lately. You have an artist that you would think, um, you know, would drop some at a certain time, and then you realize they didn't drop it because they want the other person that they're gonna drop against to kind of first, and that is a strategy that is beyond crazy. I think that's interesting to say the least, honestly. And I think that's very smart as far as marketing. I don't know if Young Thug and Gunna are going to do that. I don't know if we're going to get a delay from either side or if we're just going to go with it or what. I don't know what their plan is, but I would definitely like to see something happen as far as a drop. We were already disappointed with the Lil Wayne Carter 6. Don't get me started on that. Um, and I really don't want another repeat. I think we deserve more and better for that, um, as far as that's concerned. So, but yeah, when Russ drops, I'm definitely going to do that one because I think that's been long overdue. Honestly, um, we definitely need that. He has a song called "Pent Up in the Penthouse," really good. So I think y'all should check that out if you haven't. BTV Berkeley says because she finna let Cardi flop pop up. How much do you think she'll sell first week when her album drop? Who Cardi? Um, so Lil Wayne just sold allegedly. Lil Wayne just sold 100,000, 102,000, whatever. His first week for Carter 6 sales, which I didn't think was gonna be a thing since the album was so bad. Uh, and that's coming from me. I'm Wayne. I'm Wayne's biggest fan. Wayne's my goat. So for me to rag on the album, it's got to be pretty bad, honestly. So for those who might think I'm taking shots at Wayne, I am not. That's my goat. But I got to be honest and transparent. So I think with sales going like they are now, nobody's hitting a million, um, unless you're Kendrick and possibly Drake. But I think the average is if it's a really good job, everybody's averaging like 100,000 the first week, and then it just kind of plummets from there. MTV Berkeley says you think she'll outdo Nicki for 228,000. Um, See, that's the only thing I'm not sure because the fan base from then to now is different. Like the fan base in Nicki's era are going to support your stuff with physical monetization. But the fans in Cardi B's era, like current era, they more so support by like posting you or like word of mouth through social media. Nobody's really supporting you via sales like that. Um, I think Kendrick's numbers are an entirely different can of worms to get into. But when it comes to fan support, it pales in comparison now as it did back then, where people would be like, "Oh, I'm such and such's fan. I got all their records, all their merch, all that. But now it's like you can be a Lotto fan, and instead of buying her album, they'll just post and say, "Man, Lotto album was cold. It was hard. It was dope." Instead of actually purchasing her album. So as far as sales, I don't know. Like it, unless there's something like behind it, I don't think so. But Cardi B will also be hosting WWE's two-night event SummerSlam this year, which is a nice little boost, and it's getting people out there more. It did wonders for Sexy Red when she was part of it. So it's kind of in the air, but some tells me she wouldn't outsell Nikki because Nikki has more of the die-hard fan base to me as opposed to Cardi B, whose fan base is more of a trending one, as far as I would assume or think. I feel like people are not buying music anymore. They're not. They're not. People are, like I said, supporting through social media by talking about it, but nobody's making physical purchases. Nobody's buying the vinyl. That's why a lot of the artists are so ready to go on tour. You'll even see somebody that you haven't heard of go on tour, like Life Jennings. Like last time I heard of him, he was on tour. He ain't got nothing out because that's how people are hustling. That's how they're making their money now through tours and merch because nobody's buying music. And then when they do buy music, you have to buy so much just to make it somewhat palatable. Somewhat palatable. Like what you spend, like what? About like, I don't know, play a song like 4,000 times. What's that, like $1? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the threshold for music buy money ratio is just so low now that you're not making money off of pure music. You have to like sell merch and all that good stuff just for it to make somewhat of a difference. Otherwise, you're gonna be in a doghouse like everybody else. MBTV Berkeley, if you're not a Beyonce or Nicki, Kendrick or Drake and Rihanna, you're not gonna sell. Pretty much. I mean, even Future, like as popular as Future is, which he's in the elite, I'd say, as far as popularity, as far as the top five when it comes to hip hop slash rap music. I'd say the top five is like Drake, Kendrick, Future, NBA YoungBoy, and a fifth slot, Eminem. Eminem, right? Those are the five elite when it comes to music sales and hip hop. Um, they're not supporting Future like that either. Like word of mouth heavy in the streets when Future drops, but physical sales, no, they ain't supporting Future because everybody wants to get something for free. So it's not happening that way. Um, and for those who are just hopping on now, like we're pretty much discussing music as a whole. Me, I would just play the song over again for those who weren't sure, which we might still be able to do that. I don't know how YouTube if they like to play. But YouTube does be like YouTube be kind of playing with the drops. Like last week, I tried to do this, make a drop with Gunna's song "Won't Stop," which is really good to me, but YouTube blocked it. So just random. This one's fine. It hasn't been blocked. I already uploaded the recorded version. It hasn't been blocked. So I don't know. It's just like hit or miss with YouTube. So I played the song already. Right now we're just discussing. I really would like to play it again, but I don't know if YouTube gonna trip. So I guess we're just gonna have to keep talking about that. Berkeley says, "Do you feel like hip hop is losing the momentum it had in the '90s, 2000s, early '20s?" Oh yeah, yeah. Like me, like I make hip hop music. A lot of people don't know that about this channel. Like, yeah, I do music videos like this, but I make music too. I'm an artist too, but I don't barely listen to hip hop. Like I listen to new drops just to see if something's new and something's good. But I don't even like listen to hip hop like that because it's so bad. Like it's so watered down by like this plethora of new artists that all sound the same or sound like clones of something we already heard. Like it's that bad. And I ain't trying to down my own genre, but it's like I don't get inspired by it unless it's somebody like a Kendrick or a J. Cole and maybe even sometimes Drake. Like it has to be somebody that really is deep divulged in the hip hop music scene, because other than that, it's hard to really get into it. Like I be getting suggested people all the time, and I'll go listen to their stuff and it'd be bad to where I'm like, dang, I don't even know who to listen to now. And that's how I felt like with Gunna. Like my partner at my old job, he was trying to get me to listen to Gunna back like in 2018. And I tried to listen to him. I couldn't do it. I just thought it was just, I didn't get it. I thought it was just lame. I didn't understand him. I didn't like Gunna back then. But like 2023, 2024, 2025, bro is not making the same kind of music. He has leveled up to where I don't recognize him. I like listening to Gunna now, but I couldn't back then. I just didn't think he was good. So yeah, I definitely think it's lost its momentum, because it used to be one of those things where everybody was involved. Everybody was involved with Tupac and Biggie outside of hip hop. Everybody was involved with Eminem and 50 Cent outside of hip hop. And even my era, everybody was involved with Lil Wayne, T.I., Kanye, and all them. That was really my big, like my big four in my era was Kanye, T.I., Lil Wayne, and Young Jeezy. But you know, time's going on. After that. And thank y'all too for hanging out and listening to this channel, watching it, hitting the like button and viewing. I appreciate that. It helps me out and makes me want to do this even more, because I'm a big music lover and I love hearing other people's opinions on it. And I rather like use this time to like have a song drop and then talk about music from that, as opposed to just dipping in and dipping out. That's why I did the recorded version where you just go straight to the song. But this is more so like a chat. So Berkeley says, I feel like regular labels are not building artists like they used to. They're just seeing who's popular. Who has the most followers. That's exactly what they're doing. And that's why it's harder for people who are outside of social media, especially like lyricists, to really get on and even want to be in it, because it's all about social media presence. That's one of the first things they ask you when you're talking to executives in the label building and all that. What's your following? How many followers do you have? It's like, it's to me, I just can't stand it, because I'm sure if I go out there and just really just promote, and just really build my stuff in the social media scene, maybe it might do wonders. But I'm just not that type of guy. That's why I'm on here. I'm on YouTube, uh, maybe a couple other sites, social sites, but I'm not really just this big super social media dude. That ain't never been my stilo, so that ain't really something I would want to do. I would rather have my people come naturally if they do, but I'm not the type to try to force you to be a fan or be a follower, or beg you to be a follower. It's like, no, if we all enjoy something and got something in common, then that's what we'll do, and enjoy it. Berkeley says, the record label, I feel like record labels are not building artists anymore. They're just looking for who's hot and who has the most followers. Yeah, exactly. Right. So, um, hopefully we can get to a point where it's reversed and relies more so on talent and skill, as opposed to how many followers you have. Because in my opinion, those are the people I listen to. I listen to the people that have talent and skill. That's why I'm a fan of J. Cole and Kendrick and them. That's why I'm a fan of Big Crit. That's why I'm a big fan of NF. That's why I'm a fan of Hobson. That's why I'm a fan of the group Party of Two, used formerly Group Therapy, because of the skill and the lyrics and the heart they got in their music. That's what draws me to them. Um, Berg says, when I was growing up, you had to have actual talent to be on the stage to get Grammys or recognition from your peers. Exactly. It used to be a thing, because people used to like lyric check you. They like, especially like Busta Rhymes, DMX, early New York era. They would like put you in the booth and like, hey, see what you got. And if you wasn't lyrically appealing, they kicked you out. Like, all right, you ain't really talking about nothing. Now it's like it's more so based on a style or a sound, and people don't even call themselves rappers no more. They call themselves artists, because they might rap sometimes and then switch it up to country or switch it up to rock. And it's like, I get having diversity, but let the lyricists be the lyricists if that's the case. Because right now it's not really making sense. It's more like a popularity contest amongst other things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the biggest fan of that. Berkeley says we having a lot of Milli Vanilli in the industry, and it's crazy. It is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't trying to get on Post Malone case, but I just feel like for him to get at the point he's at now, I mean, that's cool because he finally found his footing. I think people like him and MGK are really good at where they're at now. I think Post Malone is great in country, and I think he should stay there and probably not come back to rap. And I think that MGK is really good at his pop punk, and I think he should not come back to rap. Maybe okay, maybe MGK can maybe come back to rap, but I think they're really good and comfortable in their own settings, and they that both of those genres gave them their first number ones, really albums or whatever. So and really prompted their success. So I think that they should stay there. But I just the fact they had to use hip hop as a vehicle for admission to the industry just to move on and do something else, I think that's kind of whack. But that's just my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? As long as they make good music, I guess. Berkeley says he got white privilege following him the whole way. That's why he's there. Unfortunately, man, and that's just a lot of situations like that too, because I don't know. It works for some people and not for others. He says Post Malone does not need to come back to your pop ever, to your pop never. Uh, I remember he did some album. I think it was called Austin, which I think is his name or something. I don't know. And there was a bunch of pop records on there too. And I actually like Chemical, but that's I think from being around hearing that so much, on the radio or whatever. But I don't know. I definitely think that they should stay where they at and not try to just interweave each genre with each other. I think they should leave it how it is and how it be, and just let it be as natural as possible. Because I don't know. I think we got enough. I think we understand the assignment. And I think we get it. So yeah, no more of that. No more of that. Well, guys, I think I've ranted long enough. I think I've talked to y'all long enough. It took up y'all time long enough. I do appreciate y'all, like sincerely. Thank you for um, coming through, talking to me about this, hanging out with me. Thank you, MBTV Berkeley, for having this music discussion with me. I hope that you're a new subscriber and part of the Far Side family. I do this every time at this time if it's applicable to where somebody drop. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do all the time. Um, I know throughout the week we go live, and like sometimes we go back and forth between music and WWE, or we'll do both in one day, or something like that. But music is usually always the topic of discussion. So that's where we at, and I can't wait to get into more stuff, more album drops, more everything, and we also cover a lot of other stuff like videos and new shows and stuff too. So please stay tuned for that. So I appreciate you sliding through. Like I tell everybody that's watching, whether you're hanging out or dipping out, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. It helps me out. So I thank you guys so much for everything. And I guess I'll let y'all have it, man. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy it. And get y'all some sleep. I know I'm gonna try to. And I catch y'all tomorrow. For those who are subscribed now, if you're new, then you'll get this. You'll get to be a part of this group, this Far Side family, and we'll link up tomorrow around lunchtime or 2:30, something like that. Be out there for about 15, 20 minutes or something, and go on from there. That's where we at. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night, and I catch you on the next stream. Peace.